Bot Rix has correctly joined the channel.
Take this!
Free! No escape!
Yeah!
Leaving so soon?
Clash!
Dodge this! Prepare yourself! Ha! Leaving so soon! Ha! Prepare yourself!
Take this!
Dodge this!
No one escapes my sights! Get him!
Cool it!
Here! Thunderclap! Take this!
You can't run from death.
since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then. Yeah, so what? Huh? Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright, let's convince him to calm down a little. Let's dance.
Lightning flash! Yeah!
No escape!
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all? Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait! Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision. That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him, hey, don't be mean. I'm on smart lots of the time. Anyway, just to be on the safe side. Oh? What kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other? Yeah, maybe a little. Anyway, Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him.
Take this!
Now cool it!
How's this? How's this? Feel my blade!
Let the show begin.
To the ferry. Lightning flash! Finally, No. A reward on the road. Take this! Yeah! Thunderclap! This moment will be full! There's more! Yeah. Freeze! To the ferry! Is this an answer from this world?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after... If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too. Kazuha keeps to himself.
Oh!
I've heard bits and... Is it really? Really? He was called... I thought they'd come to arrest him.
Just a little while ago, this would... Thank you! Guess we'll...
All right then.
Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of good. Your hard work has secured for us the Almighty Shogun has issued. The Tri-Commission is regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan. I trust that, in short, there came a time when we later learned, considering Mr. Kaidahara, in the interest of preventing further harassment.
This is a true honor. However,
I can assure you, with the Kaidahara clan, you will be able to lead a safe...
I have grown yet my answer...
I sense some hesitation. Should you accept...
Malicious rumors?
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. Also, eyewitnesses saw him...
What?
That is correct.
This is just one of many similar rumors. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me? No. This puzzles me as much as it... My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaidahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full rep. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So,
all the more reason to watch your back! This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked him, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him?
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kai.
You are too kind.
Oh? Mr. Kaide, to be honest with you, some of them were off.
Millie?
Please,
Of course. But I wouldn't.
Then let's put that in the Tenryo Committee.
It's true that if anyone had been out there attacking.
Uh-oh. Looks like the trails are...
I still find it difficult. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person, I am well aware of you. It would cause me great grief for the poor victim.
Don't worry. Well...
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kai.
You flatter me.
You are much too humble. Oh, actually, let me tell you about it.
Sure.
All right, then. One of them is a pretty...
Amenoma!
Right. Two grown men. I recalled this because...
Oh, it seems highly unlikely to me.
Sure! Can't hurt.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start...
Sounds good.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha. What brings you here today?
Huh? You two know each other?
Yes. The Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the two clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I let me quickly explain. The techniques of blade... Unfortunately, is...
So sick.
It is a great pity indeed. As an example, there is nothing as for the art...
That's right. For only a blade...
Indeed, you are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin.
You overestimate. But let's get back on top. We hope to assist with the investigation.
Ah, yes. He didn't say a word before, but I've done what I can.
We heard that there were...
Yes, I believe he went to collect the... Yes. Strange. If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of... He's never been... He is
Truth be told, based on the evidence...
What? He is humble. Yes, but... I also cannot know. Anyway...
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened. Let's pay a visit.
My husband has...
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr.
I'm sorry you
I'm afraid we don't have any new information. With this in mind...
He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how everything was fine when we first got married...
Uh-oh. What happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. I'm happy he has on the last day that...
Whoa!
And that led to...
Actually, it didn't. You must understand. After I said those, his voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family? Had I not indulged... And the next thing I heard...
I see. Amenoma Yuya.
At first, but my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him I don't know. He just perhaps he's too as long as he's willing to...
Please don't get upset. If collecting but the information...
A little
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together. Rest assured.
Thank you.
That the sales meeting between the two men was the fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded. Though its exact role is a Do you have any thoughts?
Nope. Never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
That is the most likely conclusion based on everything we know. What started as a disagreement over the price escalated and however, in this case, if this is indeed one fact, Mr. Nagato, the more I ponder it, right. Although the time frame seems to broadly... Amenoma Yuya.
Darn!
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some
Okay.
Let's head out of the city. Wait. I hear something ominous and...
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you... As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did...
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound.
But there's nothing here...
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Ina's... Indeed. But this unexpected... We should remain vigilant.
Huh. So it's an underground...
The force is the source of the Tatar... Judging from the concentration...
Mrs. Nagato said...
It could well be that he was all... From what I've been told, but most will... Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The Step back. I'll open the door and take... If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. You needn't worry. Both of us.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
That was too scary!
All we can do now, two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. Yes, let's go. Quiet your mind, and... From this point, the trail appears to split into two. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls! They're acting really strangely.
something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Dodge this!
Take this!
Cool it!
Take this! Following thunder! Lightning flash!
No escape!
Frostbite!
Freeze!
Take this!
By the looks of it, well... According to this letter, a conflict arose because Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded...
So,
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the whatever traces there may have been of his... Yes, if Amenoma...
right! So let's get moving!
I wouldn't be surprised for a practitioner. All the clues that at first seemed disparate. I have a hypothesis.
Wait! You've...
I believe so. On with the search. He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time. Show yourself!
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So what's your problem?
Indeed, there should be... But what if instead of facing Amenoma Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it, It is giving off. Whoa! Shh!
Tatarigami, the blade, has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years. Or rather, as a means to occupy Ameno.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many years ago, as a descendant...
I presume it has...
Indeed. He was and sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also, in her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most...
So...
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. After the death of I seek but one thing. To face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power.
So, tell me, what happens?
My hosts? Who cares when they got tired or...
You're...
After I returned to Inazu at long last, I'm approaching my journey. Kaede Harakazu now.
Here! Dodge this! Wind Strider!
I shall rewrite history!
Lightning Slash!
As one with wind and cloud!
Rewrite history! Join me and sever that divine light! Rewrite history! Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too!
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost? I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will. The end result is the same! And even if I, by any means...
Your fighting style. But from your move...
Really?
As I've mentioned, since the blade is if you ask me...
Are you trying to claim on his deathbed he passed to me in that regard?
Because all of that, I've been wondering, now that I've seen inside your mind... After all the
Oh, that...
Only when Mr. Well, you were determined. I think you realized, but the way I see it...
What would you know about any of this?
You returned to... Even if you were to sever that divine light... Sure, you inherit... How could you...
Silence! I must. I will concede that you...
And you should face...
Easy for you to say. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. It is point...
How stubbornly... I do not believe for a...
What?
Very well. Once we have dealt...
And as for your end of the bargain...
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is the only... The cursed blades... The power of the Tatarigami...
But...
Even if we have a chance here to save an innocent victim...
Your disdain for me betrays your woe now.
Kazuha?
I felt a little dizzy at first, but... Only... It's all right. So far, I will. Thank you.
What should we do next?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, if a blade built... If he wants to avoid
Wait a minute! Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base...
all right.
What about...
The blade says he'll let Amenoma Yuya trail us silently.
Are we sure this is a good... Okay, fine.
Time to go. Leave everything on this journey to me.
Wind Strider! The berry! What a lucky day!
Clouds high. The birds call!
Finally,
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is... though he's making every effort to persevere.
Something else on...
House. Let's keep going.
let's get down to business!
Wind Strider!
Say no more! Finally, lucky day!
Time to get fallen leaves. Adorn my night! Wind Strider!
Finally,
Whoa! Something's up with the blade.
I can sense that his strength is slowly... He cannot hold out much longer.
But what would...
I will be careful with it. He's still... Time to go. Wind Strider. Wind Strider.
Are you okay? It looked like
Yes,
the Sheen's grown a bit.
perhaps this time?
True form? What are you talking? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a...
If you choose to continue, maybe you did. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition. I finally figured you wanted to reach, but regrettably, we aren't the only one who...
Huh?
There they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep coming? Yup! We can help.
Don't worry, it's just more.
what a lucky day!
Fine. Time to go. Clouds high. The birds call.
You fought way...
You are a true Kaedeha. No one knew anything. I thought that if I could...
But in this too...
Indeed. Too much time has passed. Yours is the...
Actually, forging and this blade has traveled skill. There is something else I must tell Tatarigami is, though you tried to... I resisted its I feel a great sense. The moment you embarked, you have known this.
He gave me... How could I... I said to him...
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither the ability nor... When I touched a bladesmith, a newly forged blade lay by his...
Wow.
Indeed. He spent the rest of his life. He felt so he instructed all he wanted to...
So that's what... After this...
Right. This blade... Yes. Time would not wait or... He seems to have called...
I once told, but darkness. Not only did I...
You are finally seeing
Since we agreed, but I still can... So... May I...
Hey! Now...
It has to be done in this or... My physical form.
His attitude has... What do you think, Kazuha?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. Alas. Nor have I ever had... My fights were to... You.
Oh?
I will release... You must have...
Understood.
I see. I utterly If a duel can help to... I do not wish to be a
There's no need to worry.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how...
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear. In any case...
This reminds Paimon a bit of the... Yep, we still... Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor of Ishin.
Successor of Amenoma.
Honored to cross blades.
It is my honor.
Wind Strider. Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Wind Strider!
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken, his sense of...
You also fought well. There are a few things...
I must apologize.
You need not seek... It is too late.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I strayed far. I beseech you.
Yes.
Thank you.
This blade has also told me that he has another way. Maybe we can go back there together.
What does he want to go...
I'm not sure.
it's Yuya!
I am sorry to have troubled.
A prized But I have some...
Really?
Yes. Badly and now that Yuya...
I think I know what you want.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade with...
Yes. He said he wants to take control.
What? No way!
He tells me that I have decided...
But...
Thank you. Okay. I am ready. Let us...
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all, and shame to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really, really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them. I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me, just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha.
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Wait! Shouldn't we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation. And it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
You've returned. The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amano Mayuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin, a weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I see. I understand.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well. I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to inform me.
Great.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beidou again for now. As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
You must have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida. Paimon was ready to ask her a million more questions. Questions. Let's go find Nahida and see what else we can find out.
come on. Serious suggestions, please. I'm not trying to write a thriller here.
Well, if it's fact...
Yeah, I want to write my...
Yes, you came to me.
Did one of them just mention Tatara Suna? Is it just Paimon or is it kinda... Great! Let's go find out!
Alright, I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your... Ugh, if only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe...
No, of course. This is my first time
So what? Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal.
Actually, we don't know much about that place either.
My teacher chose the...
If you don't mind.
Hold on, Sawada.
Oh, fair point.
Let me give you... But in the end, apart from the sword maker...
That's right.
So first this...
Yes, my thoughts exact.
Stop shouting!
This part's important. It just so happened, even back then,
Wait, so there are 2 missing people in this story?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot...
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah,
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. Something then seems to...
The Kaidahara clan.
Sawada, you left out the...
Oh, yes, of course.
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired by...
A puppet?
Aha! Judging by the looks on your faces, you...
No! Paimon just meant...
I agree, it does. But considering...
Oh, and please read my essay draft as well. Sawada was encouraging... Oh, how about...
Wait! You're allowed to just make stuff up?
Akaba, look. Besides, if there really was...
good point.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now. Good luck with your essay!
All right, thank you.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it? Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh? After all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually... If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many... Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like... The balladeer! No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see. Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the balladeer. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Sure enough.
Hey! What are you doing in the sanctuary of Surasthana? Aren't you supposed to be locked up? I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain. It was my idea to set the balladeer free. A deal?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job?
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down? But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the balladeer.
Well, I for one have no reason to doubt you. Considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond. Wait a second. Farmer? You mean he's not a harbinger anymore? I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui, and also between each of the harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to. Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear. They're your friends. So I guess you'll be siding with them.